Okay, everyone, happy Sunday again. Whew. Oh, I'm going live all the time. Okay, today I'm going to talk about linking verb part 2. Uh, in about 2 hours ago, I talked about linking verbs part 1. So right now I'll continue my lesson for linking verbs. So if you miss my hello, my friend. MD Man. Wait a second. Menfuju. It's very nice to see you. And Ezra, thank you a lot for joining my live. And Christine, yeah, it's very nice to see you guys here. Seriously, you're my energy, you're my spirits. And all the time, whenever I know there are some people listening to my lesson, then I'll be so happy for that. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about linking verbs part 2 because it's like 2 hours ago I was talking about linking verb part 1. So it's okay if you miss my first lesson for linking verbs because I'll do some review. Then you can catch me up. So don't be afraid of that. And why I have to do that today? Because yeah, okay, Islam, my brothers, very nice to see you again. And Christine, thank you. And whoa, and Starly again, thank you for your support. And Nan, thank you a lot for joining me. And okay, guys, I have to tell you one very cruel reality. That is, I talked about linking verb part 1 2 hours ago, but I don't have lots of viewers. I don't have lots of watchers with me 2 hours ago. And I wonder why. Seriously, I was thinking in my mind, what happened? Richard Wu is so handsome. Why nobody wanted to join my live? So I'm thinking about that in my mind. And then when I ended my live stream, then I know the reasons why. Because I know there is one pretty lady, her name is Kate. She was holding a live stream. No wonder everyone just go to her live stream. So no one joining me, and I understand the reasons why. Because I'm not a pretty lady. Everyone just join her live stream. So I'm so sad. No matter how hard I try to teach English grammar, then pretty lady won all the time. So yeah, I understand that seriously. But right now, yes, Dolly, it's very nice to see you. And also, Topendra, it's very nice to see you. Okay, so guys and viewers, today we are going to talk about linking verbs, and hopefully, after this lesson, I can have my dinner because today I'm really occupied. Lots of interviews, lots of going live, lots of live streams, and sometimes my brain went blank all the time because it's like I'm too occupied. I cannot concentrate myself right now. It's a little tiring and exhausting for me. Okay, viewers and watchers, let's get started with today's lesson, linking verbs. Okay, so viewers and watchers, right now I'll switch my camera. Okay, then right now we talk about linking verbs in our lesson 1. I mean, the previous lesson. So right now I just do some recap, do some review for linking verbs. Okay, linking verbs is a kind of verb. Yeah, where there is Richard, there is Dolly. Okay, you're right, Island. You're really right about that. Dolly is everywhere. But Stolly right now is trying so hard to learn English, and I appreciate that seriously. Okay, so let's go back our point. Linking verbs is a kind of verb you should follow with an adjective after this kind of verbs. So what is an adjective? It's very easy. Something like happy, or sad, or nice, or great, good, yummy, delicious, optimistic, everything like this are adjectives. Okay, so remember the basic rules about linking verbs. That is, always follow with one adjectives after linking verbs. Okay, then the second point is, what are linking verbs? Actually, I have to tell you guys, there are dozens of linking verbs in English. So right now, what we have to do is like to give these linking verbs names or catalogs so that we can remember these linking verbs very easily. So the way I create to divide these linking verbs is that I try to divide the linking verb into two catalogs. Okay, so I'll show you right now what are these two catalogs for linking verbs. Okay, so the first one is, right now I divide, in order to make you remember the linking verbs more easily, I divide all the linking verbs into two catalogs. One catalog is phrase linking verbs. And the other catalog is general linking verbs. General linking verbs. So let's see what's the first kind. Phrase linking verbs. Okay, so whenever you forget linking verbs, like this kind of linking verbs, it's okay. Just look at your face. When you see your eyes, you can remember the linking verbs here. That is look. Okay, whenever you see your eyes, then you remember what kind of linking verb it is. It is look. So I can give you one example. It's like Starly looks pretty. Starly looks pretty. So everyone knows that pretty is one adjective. So all the time we use linking verb and we follow with one adjective. Pretty. Something like some words like pretty. Starly looks pretty. Then that follows the rules, right? That follows the rules because pretty is one adjective. Okay? All the time when we use a linking verb, you should follow one adjective. Okay? Okay, so let's see the next word. Ears. All the time I say that if you forget what is face linking verbs, that is very easy. Just look at your face, look at your eyes, look at your ears. And whenever you look at your ears, you think about that, oh, the linking verb for ears is sound. Here, sound is a verb, not a noun. Okay? Sound here is a verb. So it's like Starly's voice sounds nice. Once again, Starly's voice sounds great. Okay, you can see great is also one adjective. So all the time remember the basic rule of linking verb. Linking verb sound follow with one adjective. Great. Okay, I'll say the sentence again. Starly's voice sounds great. Okay, great is one adjective. Then that follows the rules of linking verbs. Okay, then let's talk about your nose. Whenever you see your nose, then you remember linking verbs smell. Okay, smell. So I'll give you one sentence. The cake smells nice. The cake smells good. All the time we follow with one adjective. So the rules are always the same. Okay. Then we talk about the mouth. Okay. Then we think about the linking verb is taste. Taste. Okay. It's like I'll give you one example. The okay. It's like okay. The cake tastes good. The cake tastes good. Okay, good is one adjective. So that follows the rule. Whenever you use linking verbs like taste, then you should always follow with one adjective, like good, nice, or wonderful. Okay, then let's go to the last one. The last one linking verb of phrase linking verbs, it is hands. We use hands to feel something, right? We use hands to feel something. So the linking verb is feel. Okay, so I can say Starly feels good today. Starly feels cold today. Okay, cold, nice are also adjectives. Okay, so remember my first catalog of face linking verbs. Whenever you forget what is face linking verbs, that is very easy. Just think about your face. Look at your face. When you see your eyes, then you remember the word look. When you see your ears, you remember the linking verb sound. Whenever you see your nose, you remember the linking verb like smell, taste, feel. Because you use your eyes to look, you use your ears to sound, you use your nose to smell, you use your mouth to taste, you use your hands to feel. So that's very easy for you to remember. Hello sponsor. It's very nice to see you. And don't be afraid of taking the hello challenge. Okay. Okay, the second catalog of linking verb, and I name this kind of linking verbs general one. General one. So something like get, become, turn, stay, grow, seem, appear, and go. All the time we can use these linking verbs. And remember the basic rule. Okay, you can tell me what the basic rules are. You're right. Follow with one adjective. Follow with one adjective. Hello, Mohammed Yassin. Very nice to see you here. It's my honor to see you guys here because, okay, guys, this is about our linking verb part 1. So right now, I'll proceed the lesson to linking verb part 2. So let's move on, okay? So today, I'll give you a graphic. So if you guys, you want this graphic, please send me your request. Then I'll send this graphic into your messenger, okay? Then today, right now, let me talk about linking verb, the first catalog. Okay, guys, can you tell me what is the linking verb first catalog? If you forget that, just think of your face. Then you can understand every linking verbs in this catalog. There are 5 linking verbs. When you think of your eyes, yes, look. When you think of your ears, yes, the linking verb is sound. When you think of your nose, yeah, the linking verb is smell. When you think about your mouth, of course, the linking verb is taste. And then when you think of your hands, you use your hands to feel. Then you can easily remember the 5 linking verbs. And I call that face linking verbs because you can remember whenever you forget any one of them, just think about your face, then you can get it very quickly. But how to use the linking verb in my first catalog, which I call that face linking verbs, how to use that? Okay, right now I'll introduce you how to use face linking verbs here. Okay, we have 2 ways to use face linking verbs. And the first one is, of course, that's our basic rules in linking verbs. This is the basic rule. Okay, remember that whenever we use linking verbs should follow with adjectives. Okay, let's see the example sentence here. The food tastes so yummy. So you can see subject, the food, and taste, that is linking verb, right? All the time follow with adjectives. So yummy is one adjective. So this sentence is correct. Okay? So let's see the second sentence here. Richard looks handsome. That's right. I look so handsome. Richard looks... Hello, Eddie again. Thank you so much for joining my live. Richard looks handsome all the time. This sentence is not only correct and very precise as well because Richard really looks very, very
So very much handsome all the time, seriously. So you can see this is one linking verb. You can see that face linking verb, look, Richard looks. And what should be followed with looks? Of course, one adjective. Handsome is an adjective. So this is a correct and precise sentence, okay? Okay, but remember that if you want to make a question about this, remember that all the time, because this kind of test, all the time, you see this kind of test question in tests. So remember that you should use how in this kind of sentence pattern to form a question. How does the lady look? Only how, okay? Only how. How does the lady look? You use how to form a question for this kind of sentence pattern. Remember that this is very important, okay? Use how. Okay, let's see the second way to use face linking verbs. The first way to use that is follow with one adjective after the linking verb. And the second one is follow with one like. And pay attention, okay? The like doesn't mean love or you enjoy something. Here, like is a preposition. It is a preposition, not a verb. Remember that. And the meaning would be something like such as, okay? So here, like is a preposition, not a verb, okay? Then we follow with the like and plus a noun, okay? Plus a noun, okay? I'll give you one example for that. Okay, Nepal's socks smell like a dead fish. Oh my gosh, seriously. That's the reason why I don't like Nepal. Nepal's socks really sucks. Nepal's socks smell like a dead fish. Okay, guys, you see, smell is a linking verb, right? Smell, face linking verb, smell, okay? Nepal's socks smell, linking verb. Then we, in this sentence pattern, we follow with one like, right? Like preposition, and then we follow with one noun, right? A dead fish is a noun. So remember this sentence pattern, okay? Nepal's socks smell like a dead fish. Ooh, you. Okay, let's go on to the second sentence here. The lady's skin feels like silk. Oh, that's nice. I love that. Okay, the lady's skin feels. Okay, feels is face linking verbs here, right? Feel. So this is a linking verb, and we follow with one like. It's a preposition. Remember that, and follow one noun. So like silk. Okay, then that's the correct sentence. So remember that whenever we have a noun after one linking verb, be sure to use what? Be sure to use what? Yes, be sure to use like, a preposition like here. Okay, but if we don't have like, if we don't have the like here, what should we use? Yes, adjectives, because linking verbs follow with one adjective directly. We don't use like here. But if you see a noun here, remember to use like all the time. Remember that, okay? Remember that. Okay, then if you want to form questions for this kind of pattern, because we have a preposition here, we don't use how anymore. We use what. Remember that, because this sentence pattern is very important, okay? What does the fish taste like? What does the fish taste like? Whenever you use like, remember to use like as well. Whenever you use what, remember to use like as well. You should be, this is very important. Remember that. And whenever you use how, don't use like, okay? Don't use like. We don't have a like here. But whenever you use what, remember add one like here. This is a very important sentence pattern, and This is very important. Okay, remember that. Okay, I'll give you the list if you like it. Okay, here's a comparison here. Comparison here. Also, this is very important. All the time, people get a wrong answer in this kind of sentence pattern in their tests. So remember to pay attention, okay? There's a one comparison, look versus at, okay? Look and look at, they are different, okay? They are different. Pay attention. Look at is not a linking verb. Look is a linking verb. Hello, Junaid. It's very nice to see you. Look is a linking verb, but look at is not a linking verb. Remember this, okay? Okay, so let's talk about that. I'll give you one sentence about that. Richard, oh, sorry, some typo here. That's a past tense. Okay, so Richard looked at me happily, right? But sometimes you know that happily is an adverb, right? Happily is one adverb. So it's like you can also change the position of happily like this. Richard looked happily at me. So the two sentences are both correct. So you can use the adverb happily in the end of the sentence, but sometimes you can switch the position of happily here. So the sentence would be something like this. Richard looked happily at me. But sometimes when you will thought that, oh, this is a linking verb, so I should use happy here. No, that's not the case, because here actually that is looked at. Not only look, it's looked at. So remember, in this kind of grammar, you should use happily here. Then how do you decide that? Pay attention to the word at. The preposition at is very important. So that's a very big, tricky question when you take a test. Remember this. Look at is not a linking verb. So you should use adverb here. Remember that, okay? You should use adverb here. If you see at, okay? If you see at, please use the adverb here. Okay, so comparison here again. Richard looked happy. Why is happy not happily? Because you didn't see at, right? You didn't see any word like at here. So of course here, looked is a linking verb. Okay, here looked is a linking verb. So we use happy. But right now you see here, look at is not a linking verb. It is very important, okay? Pay attention to this. Okay, so this is linking verb like catalog 1. Then I'll introduce the catalog 2. Catalog 2. Linking verb catalog 2. Okay, viewers and watchers, my friends, if you want this graphic or list, please send me your request. Then I'll send you the picture of this graphic, okay, so that you can understand that easily, okay? Okay, let's talk about linking verb number 2. Okay, I call that general linking verbs. General linking verbs. Our first catalog is phase linking verbs, and the second catalog is general linking verbs. And there are lots of words about that. Okay, like get, become, term, stay, grow, seem, appear, go. And of course, there are still lots of them, but I just list the most often, like we use that very often in our daily life. So that's why I list all this. Okay, but of course that's not all. Okay, so how to use these general linking verbs? We also have two kinds of sentence pattern. So let's see the first one. Let's see the first one. First one is very easy because these general linking verbs is just like the phase linking verbs. The rule number 1 is all the same. Just you follow with one adjective behind linking verbs. Okay, so once again, this is the basic rule. Linking verbs all the time, every time, you should follow one what? Of course, adjective after linking verbs. Okay, hello Punk, It's very nice to see you. Yeah, I miss you, friend. Okay, so let's take a look at the example. How do we use these general linking verbs? Follow with one adjective. So I'll give you one example for that. Okay, Nepal grew boat. Yeah, that's a reality. Seriously, Nepal is a boat. Seriously. So he bought a toupee. Toupee? What is toupee? Okay, toupee is a wig. Wig. Do you know wig? But wig is for female. Toupee is for male. Okay, toupee is for males. Okay, wig. Do you know wig? If you don't have any hair on your head, maybe you will wear a wig or you will wear a toupee. Okay, but a wig is for ladies, and a toupee is for male. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, let's see the sentence again. Nepal grew boat, so he bought a toupee. Okay, so you see, yeah, then you see the linking verbs here, general linking verbs here, right? General linking verbs here. Then we follow the basic rule here. Of course, both is an adjective, so this is one correct sentence here. Okay, let's go on to the next sentence. Debbie always tells me that it is important to stay healthy. Okay, here, stay belongs to general linking verbs. Yeah, you can see stay or stay here. Of course, according to the basic rules here, we should follow one adjective after the linking verb. Stay healthy. So this is a correct sentence. So linking verbs are very easy. All the time we just follow one adjective after the linking verb. Okay. So let's see the next one. Richard's face, my face. Richard's face turned red when he saw Susan. Wow, because Susan is a very elegant and generous lady. So this sentence is totally correct and precise. Richard's face turned red when he saw Susan. Okay, turn is one general linking verbs, right? It's like turn. Where's turn? Oh, here, turn. Okay, turn. Hello, Punk. It's very nice to see you, my friend. And Jane, very nice to see you. And okay, so term is a linking verb, general linking verb. So I follow red. Red is an adjective, so that's correct. Turn red. My face turned red because I saw the pretty lady, so my face turned red. Okay, then the next sentence is the apple went rotten. Okay, rotten is like a bad. The smell is not good. Rotten, like the go bad. Okay, when bad. Okay, when bad. When rotten. Okay, so let's see general linking verbs, and we see go here, and of course we know that went is the past tense of go. So the apple went rotten. Rotten is an adjective. So this sentence is correct. So my friends, linking verbs are very easy. You just use one adjective after linking verb and everything will be okay. Yeah, this is a very simple sentence pattern, okay, in English. Okay, let's see what is the second rules for general linking verbs. Let's see what is the second one. Okay, you should plus comparative forms of adjectives. Okay, what is comparative form? Okay, let me tell you, it's like cold. The comparative form is colder. Okay, comparative forms. And maybe one day we can have a lesson about comparative and superlative forms of adjectives. And that is a very important sentence pattern in English. And right now I tell you, the comparative forms is like cold become colder. Cold is the original adjective, and colder is the comparative form, okay, of cold. And let's see, if the syllables are more than 2, then I use more for comparative forms. You see, beautiful, 3 syllables, so I don't use er here, I use more here. Okay, maybe when we have some free time we'll talk about that, but it's not the point in today's lesson. Okay, so whenever I use beautiful, the comparative form of beautiful is more beautiful. More beautiful. Okay, so whenever we use these general linking verbs, the verbs like this, and for the second rules, remember that we often follow with comparative forms of adjectives after these linking verbs. Okay, and there's one point here. Usually, like get or become, they are also linking, general linking verbs, like get or become. Usually, when you use get and become, oftentimes we will use continuous tense. Oftentimes, when you use get and become, I mean linking verbs here, all the time, I cannot say all the time, often we use the continuous tense here. So let's see the sentence here. The weather in Taiwan is getting colder and colder. So first of all, you can see get is getting. You see, continuous tense. Is getting, continuous tense. Okay, colder, comparative form, right? So whenever we use the rules number 2, remember this, all the time, it's not all the time. Oftentimes we use continuous tense here, and then we follow with comparative form here. So the weather in Taiwan is getting colder. Or you can also say the weather in Taiwan is getting colder and colder. Both are correct. Both are correct. Okay, let's see the next example here. Starly is becoming more and more beautiful because she is in love now. Oh, seriously? Okay, that's just a sentence. Okay, Starly is becoming. So guys, you can see here, continuous tense, right? And then comparative forms, more and more beautiful. So you have to practice this sentence pattern a lot because this is not an easy one. Okay, so my friends, right now you understand the 2 kinds of linking verbs here. The first one is face linking verbs. If you forget the verbs, then look at your face, then you can memorize everything. And the second part of it is general linking verbs. There are lots of verbs here. My suggestion is just to remember get, become, term. Sometimes we use term red, like your face turn red. Stay is like stay healthy. Stay like yeah, something like that. Stay healthy, or like go rotten, something like that. Sometimes some different linking verbs follow with some different kinds of adjectives, but the most, we use get and become very often. Okay, so right now let's do some exercises to make sure that we understand everything about linking verbs. Okay, so let's have some exercises here. Let's have some practice here. Okay, the first question: I didn't do well on the test, so my father looked A. like mad, B. madly, C. mad. So viewers and watchers, please write down your answer. Leave your answers in the comment. Okay, I'll read the question again. I didn't do well on the test, so my father looked. Okay, what's the answer? A, B, or C? Tell me the answer. Actually, this is very easy one. Okay, I'll tell you the answer. Okay, we see the key point here. Looked is linking verb, right? So linking verb, the basic rule of linking verbs is follow with what? That's right, adjective. So this is adjective, but we don't need like. We don't need like. Like should be followed with a noun, not an adjective. This is wrong. Madly is an adverb. Wrong. Mad is an adjective. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so number one is C. Number one is C. Very good. You did a very good job. Okay, let's check the question number 2. It's blank cooler. You have to put on your jacket when you go out. So let's see what's the option. A, looking. B, sounding. C, getting. Okay, what's the answer? I'll show you the question again. Is blank cooler? You have to put on your jacket when you go out. A, looking. B, sounding. C, getting. So guys, please write down your answer in the comment. Yeah, looking, sounding, or getting. Yes, the number is C, getting. Why? Because you see cooler, right? Cooler here. Cooler is comparative, right? Comparative form of cool. So remember the rule here. We should use general linking verbs. We should use general linking verbs because right now a comparative form of adjectives. And also you see a continuous tense in that question, okay? So you know that's very important. The answer is C. Yeah, the answer is C, getting, because that's general linking verb. And viewers and watchers, I tell you one thing. There is no continuous tense in phrase linking verbs. Remember that, okay? Remember that. There is no continuous tense in phrase linking verbs. That's wrong. That is wrong. We only have continuous tense in general linking verbs. Okay, so that's the point. That's the point. Okay, let's take a look at number 3. I always feel, okay, this is a very easy one. When I help those poor people. Of course, feel is a linking verb. We follow with one adjective. So the answer is what? Write down your answer. Yeah, of course, the answer is C, because C is an adjective. This is an adverb. And like should be plus one noun. Okay, happy is an adjective, not a noun. Okay, let's go to the question number 4. The skirt looks very blank on you. Did you buy it yesterday? Okay, A, new. B, newly. C, like new. What's the answer? It's very easy for you, right? But be careful. Whenever we read the word look, you have to look for another word at. If there is no at, then you can do that for sure. Just pick the adjective. So, which one is the answer? Which one is the answer? Yeah, of course, A is the answer because you didn't see any at here. So, look is a linking verb, so adjective is correct. Okay, let's see the question number 5. John looked blank. Oh, at me. Oh, that's a trick here. So tricky question. His girlfriend left him. His girlfriend left him. A, like said. Of course, this is wrong. Definitely, this is wrong for sure. We don't have to pay attention to this. This is wrong because like should follow with the noun. Sadly, B or C said. Which one is correct? Which one is correct? Of course, if you don't see look at, then looked is a linking verb.
then you should choose C. But remember that look at is not a linking verb. Look at is not a linking verb, so we should use adverb here. So guys, this is a very important sentence pattern. You can see this kind of sentence pattern in some big tests. So remember that only look, linking verb. Look at, it is not a linking verb. So all the time we use sadly here. Sadly. So number 5 is a very important question. You should, mark it. Okay, you should mark it because this is very important sentence pattern here. Okay, the last question. Okay, number 6. Blank, does this cake taste blank? Okay, which one is correct? What does this cake taste? Or it should be B. Sorry, it should be B, not 2. My bad, seriously. It's like I'm very tired today. Okay, and this is C. Okay, so viewers, blank, does this cake taste blank? Which one is correct? A, what does this cake taste? Or B, how does this cake taste like? Hello, Behram, it's very nice to see you here. And or C, how does this cake taste? Which one is correct? So viewers, please write down your answer. Please write down your answer. Which one is correct? Okay. If you choose A, you should say like this. What does this cake taste like? You should add a like here. So A is wrong. B, how does this cake taste? You don't need like. So this is wrong. How does this cake taste? This is correct. Remember that whenever we use what, you should follow with a like. Whenever we use how, you don't need like. So the answer is C. Okay? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so that's all for today. Linking verbs are very important sentence pattern, and hopefully you can understand my lesson because my English is not that good, hopefully, and seriously, right now I feel a little bit tired. Oh, I feel tired. Oh, that's linking verbs. That's correct. I feel tired. And seriously, I also feel very exhausted. Feel exhausted, right? Tired and exhausted are also adverbs. So you can use that all the time. I feel tired. I feel exhausted. Okay, that's the lesson today. And hopefully you can get all the answers correct. And I'll talk to you next time. I'll prepare some new different kind of English grammar for you guys. And one last word for you. If you want the list or the graphic, send me your request. Then I'll send all those graphics or lists to you. And hopefully that can help you to memorize linking verbs more easily. Okay, so see you next time. Bye bye.